Well, good morning. It's Sarah again, and I'm back. Second morning of my journey on this journey of completely being myself and sharing what comes through from the Holy Spirit. For me to express myself in this format. And again, as I said yesterday, I don't know where this is going. I'm following my guidance for the first time in my life, and it's scary. I don't know why I'm doing this or where it's leading, and does it have to go anywhere or lead anywhere? It's just it's a lesson in faith, and really like hearing the voice and following it, and not having to know why I'm doing it or where I'm going, but just doing it because it's coming to me. So, again, I have been taking A Course in Miracles for about a year and a half. I go to a class on the North Shore of Boston once a week, and suddenly it's come to a point where I've been asked through Spirit to get on, make these videos and go onto YouTube and share what I'm learning about trust and being myself. So yesterday I told you I would talk a little bit about how the Course came to be, the Course in Miracles, and it came to be through two people. Number one was this woman named Helen Schumann, and she was a professor at a college, and she wasn't very, she was actually atheistic, so she wasn't even, a person that believed in spirituality or God. She was a professor. I believe she was a psychologist, and she worked at this college, and in the department that they were in, they didn't get along very well. It wasn't working out in this department. There was a lot of anger and not getting along, and so at one point she started hearing a voice, and it started to come louder and louder, and she got a little afraid of this voice that kept coming. She thought she was losing her mind. So she told Associate Bill Thetford, and he said, well, why don't we start taking the voice down and see where it goes? And come to find, it was the Holy Spirit coming through her. And they took down this voice, and they took it down for 7 years. And this A Course in Miracles came through. And they didn't edit it really much at all. So it's an incredible channeling of the Holy Spirit that came through her. But what the Course, so that's a little bit about, and even in the introduction it says it doesn't matter who these people were. It's just that they were willing to hear a voice, hear guidance, and follow through with it. And this is the result. And this book has helped millions of people worldwide, and changed people's lives. So that's a little bit about how it came to be, and you can read more about that anywhere online or when you get the book. And another thing is what it says, or this is about, this whole thing, and it's about what's just differentiating about what is real and what is unreal. What we perceive inside ourselves, based on what we've learned, and the difference between that, which they call an illusion, because what we think and perceive is going to be so much different from what someone else thinks and perceives. So they say that that isn't real because it changes all the time, and it's based on this, and it's based on judgment, and it's based on um, um, how we've been brought up and how we choose to think of things. Whereas what's real is always constant. And what's real is love and truth. And that's always true and constant. It doesn't change. So to choose between what we are making up in our minds and what is true and real, what God has made. And they go into it, and they talk about ego, and they talk about truth. So there's a differentiation between the two. So it's about knowledge and perception. And what we make up in our minds to be the world, and what is really real. So anyway, that's a little bit about sort of how the course came to be and what the course is about. Now there's in this book, there's 3 sections. There's the text, and then there's a workbook for the students, and there's a manual for teachers. And so in the text is kind of hard to read, and we can read through it together at some points. We'll read through that. And then there are daily lessons for a year that we can do together. So that's going to be it today. I'm going to do this, like I said, every day. A little bit, I'm saying a lot, I noticed, but like I said, I'm just going to do this. And the funny thing is, I feel like I'm a perfectionist. And the thing that stops me from doing things, I'm learning, is that I feel like it has to be perfect before it can happen. And I'm nervous doing this because I feel like I look like an idiot. And I said that yesterday because I'm not following any sort of I'm not writing anything out or thinking about it. I'm just asking for the words to put out. And whatever comes to me, I'm going to trust that it's the right thing. So today I'm feeling like I've said enough. Tomorrow I will probably just start some of the text. Just jump right in. And/or I'll read some of the lessons. Whatever comes, I have to trust that that's what's going to happen. So I want everyone to have a great day. And actually, I'll just open up and read something for the day. Okay? So there's a lesson 58. And I'm going to read about our holiness, the holiness that's inside of us. So, my holiness blesses the world. The perception of my holiness does not bless me alone. Everyone and everything I see in its light shares in the joy it brings to me. There is nothing that is apart from this joy, because there is nothing that does not share my holiness. As I recognize my holiness, so does the holiness of the world shine forth for everyone to see. So, my holiness, the holiness that's inside me, apart from ego, is your holiness. We are all one. This book really teaches about oneness. And the fact that nothing is separate. We're all one. We're connected. So the action and the thought and anything that you do today remember, has an effect on everybody. Everybody around you and everything in the world. It's like a ripple effect. You cannot do anything or think anything or say anything and think that it does not have an effect on everything else in the universe. So kind of think about that. It's a really powerful, powerful thought. Okay, so I'm being real serious. So just have a beautiful day and know that inside you, irregardless of how much fear or depression or anxiety or anything that you have, underneath all that layer of thought is a beautiful, holy place of peace and love and joy. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow, and take care, and God bless.